we are going to be doing something else instead. Boom. Okay, I want to hide my other rankings. Look at little Amelia. I know, I didn't mention it because you weren't here, Maelstrom, but she is the most precious thing in the entire world. And I'm loving what they're doing with that. Like, it's weird for that show to focus on a different character for so long. Like, this is what Season 2's been really good at so far. Season 2, Part 1, was so focused on Subaru. And I was like, cool, I'm enjoying this. But I also want the other characters to get some time to shine. And that's what Season 2, Part 2's been doing so far. Like, we got a whole flashback for Otto. And then a flashback for... I don't know how to say his name? I don't want to call him Garfield, because it's not Garfield. I think it's Garfield. So I'm looking forward to getting more for each character. Like, I want more lore. This page is very green. I'm going to fix that in a second. Garfield, yeah, he hates Mondays. Yeah, I don't want to call him Garfield, because he's not a cat. I mean, he is, technically, if we want to go into specifics. Was there any inspiration there at all when the set said his name? Right. I'm gonna get some music up for this, because otherwise we're just gonna be doing this in silence. So this is my Valentine's special thing. I was wondering what to do for it, and I was like, why don't we go for some key art? Since I've already got, like, Royal Rose-esque designs for this, it makes sense just to use this overlay. Might do that. Then let's get Wave up. This is going to be loud, chat. I apologize. Another Kingdom Hearts song. Right, welcome everyone. Oh, I know why it's not as loud as I wanted it to be. So, yes, key art chat. Final Fantasy XIV has a bunch of key art for its expansions. Everyone has one new key art, and then each patch has their own new art. So I was sitting there like, what can I do for ranking? Oh, I know. Why don't I go for all the art we've got so far and rank them in terms of how much I enjoy them? So we're going to be using my metric, which I've always used. Perfect, booping, great, alright, meh, and bleh. So let's get started, shall we? Starting with A Realm Reborn 2.0. I don't think there's any key art for 1.0 that I could have used. There's no patch content either for 1.0, so I just decided to start with 2.0. So, already, I think I'm going to put this probably in the meh. Just because it just feels like they just got a bunch of models of the characters and stuck them onto the picture. And like, Heidelin is so blocked by everyone else. You got Ifrit here, you got Titan. Where's Garuda? Oh, wait, no. There she is. They just blocked her in the picture. She's literally been blocked by the Realm Reborn logo. But it's fine. It's good. It works for what it is. But like, there are better like title card logos, I would say. So I'm gonna put it in meh. Right. Moving on to 2.1. Oh my god, the music. This already looks amazing. This looks way better than the 2.0 art. This is all Crystal Tower stuff, right? We got Amon, we got Scylla, we got Cloud of Darkness, which shouldn't be there because that's 2. Unless all the Alliance raids came out at once. But yeah, looks amazing. I love the color grading and all the people on it. They didn't, right? I'm gonna put this in. Oh no, I'm gonna put this in great. I love how that looks. 2.2, through Maelstrom. Through you, Maelstrom. I like that some of the art is like landscape instead of portrait. Looks good. You got the main characters on here. Actually, no, you don't. I think these are just Warriors of Light. And yeah, this is where you fight Leviathan, as you can see. I love the logo. I think the logo is the best part of this picture. The water looks good too. It's a bit difficult to read on the right side. Like, what's this person doing? They look like they're about to fall over. But the logo is definitely the best part of that. So I'm going to put that in. I'm going to put it in alright. What's this song? Extreme Road Trip 2. Defenders Eorzea. I actually like this one a lot. Because I don't know what's going on here. I thought all these characters were like merged together. But now that I look at it, it looks very silly and goofy. I thought they were like conjoined or something. And they were like forming a pillar. Like kind of like the Kefka thing. But no, they're just standing on top of each other. And now that you look at it, it looks kind of goofy. Everyone just like over each other a bit. Armory and the bat looking cool though, yeah. And the sylphs as well. The evil sylphs. I thought it looked cooler with like them all conjoined, but now that they just kind of like put the models on top of each other, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, she looks cool, whoever this is. That might be Y'shtola. Legally distinct Y'shtola. I'm gonna put it in alright. Dreams of Ice. Now this one looks fucking amazing. I don't think I need to go into detail about how good this one looks. It's very simple. I kind of prefer the more simple pieces sometimes. You got Shiva, you got Ice Heart in front of Shiva. The blues look great. Yeah, I mean, this looks wonderful, and I like the logo too. I'm going to put that in, I think, Boopin. That's the best one so far. And ironically, probably one of the better patches as well, because this is when we start finding out about the dragons. And, you know, finding out that Ice Heart apparently... No, not Ice Heart. The ancestor apparently did some things with dragons. I remember that. Before the Fall, 2.5. I don't really know what I'm meant to be getting from this. Am I meant to be getting that our Warrior of Light could also be an Ascian? Like, is this the guy who, spoilers, kills the main character and then gets sucked up and dies? I think the logo looks good with the cup. Like, foreshadowing, of course. But, I think it's a little goofy with, like, the like, ah! And then there's the regular guy on the left. I'm gonna put it in... meh. He real mad. He angry. He watched the end of 2.5 and got very angry at the one guy, the little Lalafell lad. Right, so we're going to bring the ranking down here to Heaven Sword. Again, I think the placement of the characters is better in this picture. But I also kind of wish it was kind of more in line with the theme. Like if everyone was like in like a dragon shape maybe. Is this everyone like in a triangle? Which is what they do with all the patches, to be fair. Everyone's like in a triangle formation or diamond formation, which I guess is like Heidelin and stuff, right? But you got a bunch of the characters here. You got us at the front, you got Tataru, you got Ice Heart, you got Horchifon, you got the angry old man, Alphino, Estinian, Emmerich, her, forget what her cat name is, I'm sorry. Lucia, I think? I think it's better than the Ramaborn one. I'll put it in alright, I think. The colours are nice. I like the red used alongside the white. Now this one, now that I look at it a little better, I like it a lot. It kind of goes into Amano's art style a bit more, right? He doesn't do all the art for these. They are their own art team, but I like the use of greys, and you can see the Void Arc in the background. I don't know what this is meant to be behind the characters. Maybe a crystal? I think the best part of this is the Void Arc, like peering behind them, like ominously. I still remember the first time I was in the Sea of Clouds, and that appeared in the background, and I was like, what the fuck? What is that? I mean, I would put it in alright. I think. But I think the Void Arc kind of makes it look better. So I'm going to put it in good. Great. What's this song? The King of Fighters 99. Right, the Gears of Change. This one's great. I mean, look at this one. I love how weird the textures of the crystal are. Like, they're absorbing her. And if you know the story, then yes, it makes sense that the crystals are absorbing her. Like, they're keeping her locked in the crystal. Also, it kind of has like a dragon's theme to it too, how it looks like scales a little bit, which again aligns with Heavensward. Yeah, this was great. This is a great one. And it matches well, the blue matches well with the white background. I'm going to put this in Boopin. No perfect so far. But we're getting there. I think we're going to get to our first perfect soon, probably. Revenge of the Horde. Very simple. Just a Dragoon to the right of the screen. Now, I don't know how I feel about it, chat. What about you? Because I feel like it's simple enough for it to be memorable, but also it's just a Dragoon sitting on the screen. It's not really evoking that much about this particular expansion. If it was the Dragoon form that Astinian had in the fight, I think it would be better. But I just like, I look at this and I'm like, Heavensward. I don't think Revenge of the Horde, really. I like its simplicity a little bit, but yeah, I'm probably going to put it in meh. Probably the weakest one so far. There's definitely something to be said about its simplicity, but I need something more than that. Soul Surrender. This one's very cool. So you have the Warriors of Darkness here, all like around the crystal that seems to be spiraling in. I think I like this one a lot because of where the story goes in Shadowbringers and what they do with these characters and where it eventually leads. But I mean, in terms of framing, it isn't bad having all the characters around in the circle. You have all of them on here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the fifth one? The fifth one here? She's looking away from the camera. Everyone else is looking towards the screen, but she's like looking away. Oh no, there's her face. Right, okay, I couldn't even fucking see it. I'm gonna put Soul Surrender in great. I think that I like the composition of all the characters together. And again, there's probably a bit of bias going into that because I like the Warriors of Darkness a lot. The Far Edge of Fate. Oh look, a character who is still alive. I mean, outside of our gormless face, look at our face. Look how baby we look. I think it looks good. Alphino looks weird as hell in this. Like, Alice looks fine. Why does Alphino look like that? Could this should just be the key art, just this. I hate how symmetrical it is. Look how big his ears are, too. I mean, I don't know, chat. I don't know how I feel anymore. I think that there's some good stuff in here, but there's also some stuff holding it back. I'll put it in alright. There's been nothing truly awful so far. Right, Stormblood. I think Stormblood falls into the same issue as the Heavensward one. But I kind of prefer how this Heavensward one looks. Just because of I like the dark shading of it and the red to the left and the kind of like the actual light coming up from the north as well. There's a lot of characters in here. There's a lot of people being shown here. And like, oh, look at... I think they've gotten better at compositing all the characters in as they've gone along. But, I mean, yeah, you got Xenos here. You got... Oh, look how crazy this boy looks. Raban. Okay, Raban looks fucking awesome in this, actually. This is me remembering every single one of the characters' names. I'm gonna put it in alright. I think it's probably on the low end of alright, but it's fine. I think it looks fine for the most part. The Legend returns. They're definitely going for something unique here with the use of orange and red and blue. I think it looks a little bit blurry. I don't know who these two are meant to be. If they're meant to be part of the Ivalice storyline, because that's a ship from Ivalice. I think it looks fine. Just everything kind of washes together. That's Ramza and the other dude from Final Fantasy Tactics, right? Yeah, I don't like how it all washes together. I think if there was more on this, or they made the ship pop out a little bit more, I'd probably like it more. Also, the logo is very, very boring. The Legend returns. I'm going to put it in there, I think. It looks like porridge. Rise of a New Sun is kind of going for what the key art does for each expansion, but I really like how the logo looks. Like, it's kind of transparent a little bit, and you get to see all the Ironworks crew. And look how good they look too. You got Midgard Sorma here as well. Oh, and a Mega. I didn't even fucking see a Mega in the background. Okay, this looks great. And of course, you got Alpha, the best boy. Yeah, I love how it looks. The shading is great. I'm going to put this in Boopin. Now, I'm not being biased, chat, just because Alpha's in it. Because the next one's really good too. Getting our main character here for this patch. And how they're using the feathers, the petals. Very emotional chapter in the story. This asshole is here too. Look at him, he's given the side glare as well. You got Hien as well here as well. Yeah. I mean, it looks good. Like the petals again, kind of evoking beauty and sadness in this patch. I think it's one of the best patches in the game. So I'm gonna put it in great. I guess we'll put it here, just so it's right next to the thing. Prelude in Violet. I mean, it's brown. It's a very brown picture with characters on it that look good. They're kind of going for old-timey war feel, I think, of this, considering that this is the point where you're dealing with the Garleans trying to invade Alamigo again. You got Prelude in brown. Yeah, I don't know why it's called Prelude in Violet. I feel like it should be. I feel like that's not a good title, and because of that, chat, we're gonna put it in there. I think the characters look cool, but I just don't like the color composition. When the use of the colors is a bit boring. A Requiem of Heroes is fucking awesome. Look at this. You got our main character, Samurai, which, you know, aligns with the Shadowbringers cinematic, the beginning of it. And then you got all the banners behind them. You got ooh, Gridania. No, Gridania. No, that's Gridania. That's Limsa. That's Alamigo. Yeah, that's the Immortal Flames, and that's Heavensward. I think, right? I got that. Not Heavensward, that's Ishgard. I think that's right. Could be wrong. But yeah, the use of the flags there is good. I like that. I'm going to put it in great. Nothing has been perfect so far. Right, on to Shadowbringers. Okay, yeah, now we're getting to the good shit. So they've kind of nailed the composition here. Like, everything's like curving out from the bottom, which makes sense considering how you're breaking the wave of light in Shadowbringers. There might be some bias here because I like the characters more in Shadowbringers, I guess. But I mean, look at this. The darkness being down below, everyone plowing through that, and the light as well. It's framed really well too, with our main character in the middle. The lighter coloured characters at the top. You got Emmett to the left, Grahad to the right, the two kind of central focus points. You got Alphinaud down here, Alice here. I think this is really well combined, I think. Could be wrong, but I also just like Shadowbringers, so fight me. Reen ignored. I said the 2 light characters, I didn't say Fankra, did I? Okay, this one's great. It's obviously they're going for a Nier vibe here, right? Nier Automata. And getting our character in that setting standing next to them looks awesome. It's like the crossover image of like Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing. There's not really a whole lot to say about it. I think this looks neat. I'm going to put it in Boopin. Very simple, but you don't need to have 50,000 characters on your picture to really show off your expansion, I feel. Just making fun because of Emmett on left, Graha on the right, the 2 central characters in the story. Well, Thancred and Reen are central to a certain point, and then they become just there. Actually, I say that, but Thancred had the most badass moment in the final fight, so I don't know how. I don't know, maybe not. Oh, I love all these characters. These are all my favorite characters in the game, I think. Everyone in this picture. Echoes of a Fallen Star. I mean, it has a lot going for it. You got Elidibus in the middle. You got Ardbert to the left. You got us to the right. Dalamud at the top. No, that's not Dalamud. It's the comets, I feel, right? This is when you find out about what the Echo does. And then you got at the bottom Heidelin, I guess. Right? I'm going to put it in... Alright. I think it does what it needs to do. Show what the expansion's about. It kind of tells a story, which some of the other ones don't do. But, yeah. Reflections in Crystal. It's very simple. I don't mind it. It feels like similar to the last one, where it's telling a story with the Crystal Exarch here and his crystal. And you can see that it's illuminating him, making him more crystally. I don't know, chat. What do you think? I feel like it's good. It kind of reminds me of 3.3, where it's showing one thing really well, but not really a whole lot else. I would have this as like a poster. That's the thing. I would have this like a poster on my wall if I could get it. Okay, I'm going to put it in Great. I think that's a good place to put it. Futures rewritten. Oh, good Charlotte there. Good Charlotte impression. Yeah, but you'd also have a poster of Graha scratching his ass at the poster on your wall. Let's be real. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. Because what if someone sees it? I'm self-conscious about that shit, unlike some people. Futures rewritten. I like this one. It's showing the characters in the background are little portraits. And, you know, everyone's favourite ship. Even though they should really stop shipping these young characters together because they're young. Stop it. Stop it. They made bad decisions, okay? They made bad decisions. But I guess those decisions are more alright over there. I'm going to put it in Great. I think it looks good. This is a Shadowbringer song. She's 17, right? Reen I thought Reen was like 16-ish. Might be wrong. Death Until Dawn. That is from the Encyclopedia Eorzea. Well, there you go then. It has all of our favourite characters on it. Raban has like the biggest chin I've ever seen. He doesn't look like Raban. He looks like someone else. Why does he look like this? Look at his nose! Oh my god! Is his nose that big in the game? Emmerich looks great. Canacena looks great. A little bit gormless. The Admiral looks good. The Sultan looks good. Hien looks good. Lise looks good. It's only Raban who looks bad, and I think because of Raban, it's going to get bumped down a little bit. gonna put it in alright. Has all the key players on it as usual. I'm kind of sad that the 5.4 doesn't have anything involving the Admiral at all. Considering how important she is to 5.4's storyline with the Maelstrom stuff and the pirates and the Sahagin, I feel like they would have done more of that, but it's all future to be written. It's all Vine and Gaia. Right, moving on to Endwalker. I'm going to bring the ranking down over here just so we have it next to it. Oh, I mean, look at it, chat. Look how blue it is. It's basically the Shadowbringers one. It is just basically the Shadowbringers one. Where are we? We're to the right. Okay, we're not the main character in this one. Now we've got even more of my favourite characters on them. We got Astinian, we got Xenos, we got her. Giving Vanart shame, of course, as I usually do. Tataru's on it too, even though Tataru isn't really a main character in this expansion. I think for a final expansion, it looks pretty good. I think I like the Shadowbringers one a little bit more. Just because, again, they kind of gone into having too many characters on it again. I'm going to put it in great. Also, what is this song? This is from Shadowbringers, but I forgot from what area. Newfound Adventures. So these are all the jobs, right? You've got Dragoon. Oh my god, look how good the Dragoon looks. Oh, he looks very uncomfortable on the dragon. He looks like he just got on and didn't realize that he could ride a dragon. It's like, oh wait, no, I don't know how to do this. Ah! Paladin, obviously, Monk, Archer, Dark Knight, Samurai, Warrior. I like this. It's like a new beginning, right? He's got his stuff on, he's going out to new adventures. A lot of beautiful light, everyone like doing repairs after everything that's happened after the last shit. I'm gonna put it in Boopin. Okay, now we reach the good shit. Look how hard they go on 6.2's key art. They did not need to go this hard, but just like Scream in Pandemonium, they went all out on it. I think this might be the best key art in the game. You got Femmes here, you got Eric, you got the main man himself, and then it twists down to below where you kind of get foreshadowing of all the stuff that goes down in the extreme version of this fight, or the savage version. And then you got a figure below them. Yeah, I think this is our first perfect. I just love everything about Pandemonium and how it's handled. Right. Gods, revel, lands tremble. I want you to look at Zero's face in this picture and remember it for 6.5. Because we're going to go through that in a second. We're not going to forget about that, because that is very important. I like how this is composited. I think having the Alliance raid and the return to Shadowbringers stuff is fun. Outside of that, it's kind of generic. It's just Zero and the Warrior of Light on the picture. I think it works for what it is. Gods revel, lands tremble. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Maelstrom, like the composition of the scythe, like acting as a border between the two. I think that's fun. The name's good too, Gods revel, lands tremble. Similar to 6.3 though, I think is a little bit forgettable. And there's also not talking about the amount of time you spend in Garland mode in this patch. You spend a lot of time in Garland mode. I'm gonna put it in good, in great. I think it looks fine. Maybe alright actually. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in alright. The Dark Phone. Oh. I mean, if you're Final Fantasy IV fan, you're gushing over this picture, I feel, right? You absolutely adore it. Right. I think this would probably be in Boopin. Just look how good it looks. With the Shadow Dragon behind him as well. Yes. Honestly, I feel like that should be the 6.4 art. So 6.5 art, sorry. With how good that looks. So, you'd think out of 6.4 that they would, you know, really want to make the final one as good as possible for the end of the Void arc, right? Wrong. Why does Zero look like this? What have they done to her? Like, he has no neck, for starters. Her face is like a tortilla. I remember this when it came out, and I was like, this was a decision that they made. I think the growing light as an idea is good. Like, I like how we are returning light to the Void. Sure. It doesn't happen in the expansion, really. We help the Void a little bit. And some of the characters look weird. Look at him. Look at Estinian. I mean, I don't know, chat. How do you feel? I think it looks fine, but yeah, I don't think it's bad enough to put in Blair, but I might put it in Mare. Just because the central piece of Zero is probably the worst part of that art. Anyway, moving on to the last three. We got Dawn Trail. This is great. I know this is recent, and recency bias kind of plays into this a little bit, but I just like how it looks. Like, we get a bunch of new characters on here. It's not the same old, same old. They don't force characters on here who aren't going to be important. There is no Alphino or Alisaie or Shtola or Graha in this picture. Honestly, Oyongjae and Fankun shouldn't be here either. Like, they shouldn't be on this picture. But we got Erenville, Gorkmat, got Kryol, of course, and a little hint of what's to come with Sphene at the top. I remember everyone was wondering, trying to work out who the hell this was, and now that we know, and we're going to be getting more into it, it's going to be exciting, I think. Boopin. The best curve art in the game, I think. Personally. I think the colours are beautiful in that picture. Right, Crossroads. This never happens in the game. You never fight the Bakul at all. I don't think that ever happens in this patch. Spoilers, I guess. I'm not going to go into too many spoilers with these ones, but best art in the game currently, not the top rated. Oh no, best one of these, like the expansion pictures. The best art is Berry Memory, but the best like cover pictures for each expansion. Cloud of Darkness at the bottom with the Extreme, of course. And obviously the FF11 stuff as well. Gonna put it in great. Think it looks fine. But then we get onto the good shit. Bleach looking cool, yeah. Oh wait, I just realised we're not in this picture at all, are we? Yeah, we're not. This is, they released this during the live letter, and I was just like, this is so cool looking. Look at it. It's so different to anything they've done before, I feel. With the tablet screens, really going for that sci-fi focus. I don't know who this is meant to be. I guess we'll find out in the raids. This is probably going to be a raid character, not an MSQ character. But like the stuff in the background here too, like little teasers of what's to come, I wonder. Looking like there's a pad that got sprayed with water for getting up on the table. What's going on here? See, now I'm just investigating. Who's this? Oh, there's the lunar exploration thing. There's the galaxy exploration stuff. I love how like many Easter eggs there are in here. Great stuff. I think I might put this in perfect. I think it's one of my favorite arts in the game. Again, with my recency bias, but the 0.2 patches do well. We've got 4 of them in the booping and perfect here. But there you go, that's it. That's all the art, chat. No Blairs, so we'll get rid of the Blair category. There was never going to be any Blairs, I don't think. Ended up taking 10 minutes longer than I thought it would take. But that's fine. You can see my other rankings here as well that I've done. My Greek god ranting I did during the God of War credits. Right. That's it. That's us going through the art. That's the Valentine's part of this episode done. With me looking at cool things.